Right now, Florida is dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Irma, and don't worry, this little gift right here is kind of out of date. It's a tropical storm right now. I was not in the splash zone. I do live in Florida, but I wasn't in an area that was really impacted, worth a damn. But all my stuff is packed, just in case. If it slipped into the Gulf, that it could have built up a lot more steam. That could have been pretty bad for everybody. Um, so we're not recording videos right now because all my stuff is packed up because I could have had to leave my home. It happens like every 4 or 5 years. It's a Florida thing. So I thought what I'd do is kind of give my thoughts on two upcoming games and maybe kind of do a channel update. So what I want to talk about is Death Stranding and Final Fantasy VII the Remake, which is right now scheduled to come out the same day. It comes out like December 7th, I think. Do not quote me on that. Um I expect one of them to get pushed back. Should they both come out the same day, I don't know which one I want to play first. I'll probably live stream whichever one comes out first, or whichever one I do pick, depending on the situation. And then, like, upload that to YouTube over time. I'm actually looking forward to both of these titles. Um, with Death Stranding, that's the one I'm probably more, like, intrigued by, but I actually have kind of low expectations. The whole thing about it is it's Hideo Kojima finally not working with Konami anymore, which hashtag fuck Konami, by the way. But he's not under any like hard restraints like he was, and he can work on it whatever he wants. And oh boy, if you have not seen the trailers for this one, then you should just do that. You should absolutely go see the trailers for Death Stranding, both of them. It's kind of nuts. What I expect out of this game is probably a lot of dialogue that makes no sense, a lot of pretentious dialogue that probably shouldn't be in the game. Probably a survivor horror quite vibe. I don't expect there to be a lot of like combat in the sense that it's an action brawler. We don't, at this point when I'm recording this, we don't know what kind of game it's going to be. If you watch the trailers, then your guess is as good as anyone else. Hideo Kojima had mentioned that he wanted to explore like the connections between people, and with that comment and what we see in the trailers, especially pro tip if you don't know, watch both trailers side by side. That's pretty interesting. I think that gives us that tells us exactly what the gameplay is going to be like. What I'm expecting is this sort of like multi-dimensional thing where what you do in one dimension affects the other dimension, so on and so forth, and you probably like move items between them. So think kind of like Chrono Trigger, only not with time, it's dimensions or whatever the hell's going on here. Your guess is as good as mine. I expect it to be really fun. I expect to like it. Let me say that right off the bat. I do not think it's going to be what people want it to be unless they just want a complicated story and like slower gameplay, slower puzzle-based gameplay. But we'll see. So, and then of course, I think what we can agree on is we all have a pretty good handle on what the Final Fantasy VII remake's going to be like. It's Final Fantasy VII with a newer, revised script that probably is going to sound a lot like Advent Children, is what I'm expecting. I'm not hyped about that. The gameplay looks like it's closer to either Kingdom Hearts or Crisis Core. I'm okay with that. We'll see. Square Enix has been pretty quiet on this one. So I don't know exactly what the other changes. I think they're quiet on it because they know that what they did to it, people aren't gonna like. I think when they announced that it was like action based and not turn based, and people were like, "Oh, I don't know if I like that," They were like, better not tell them about the rest of those changes. Like, I suspect there's something else in there that they kind of had second thoughts on announcing, so they're just going to be quiet until it comes out. That's my tinfoil theory for the night. I'm looking at the way they're handling Final Fantasy 15. I love 15, by the way. I should have live streamed that. I didn't. My bad. But the way they're handling it with post DLC is kind of disgusting. I was gonna make a video about that actually, but I actually got beaten to the punch by Red Bard, who tore into him pretty badly. You can check that out. I'll put that in the description. But yeah. The make this pretty brief so I don't tread water that's already been tread. I don't like the idea that it's in multiple parts. I don't like the idea that there's going to be a lot of DLC added to it. I am scared that something that should have just been in the remake or something that was pretty much in the original game is going to be a DLC. We've all been making the Bring Aerith Back to Life joke. Bring Aerith Back to Life DLC, $29.95. Like, we've all made that joke, but when it actually happens, I'll throw up right there on the spot. Hopefully I'm not at work when I get the news. No promises. So, yeah. I'm not lying when I've said that, like, I'm really hyped about these games. Both of them. But, like, I'm very cautious about them. Like Death Stranding, I don't think is going to be what people are expecting, even though everybody will tell you they're not expecting anything. And Final Fantasy VII, I expect Square to find some way to sour the taste pretty fast. But who knows? Hopefully they're both good. Hopefully they're both fun. Hopefully they don't both come out the same day. But yeah, here's some random Yeast gameplay, by the way, because I got nothing new to put in the background. God, I don't think I've live streamed since I've played Yeast. So, we'll have to fix that in the future. But yeah, so no new Let's Plays for a while because everything's packed up. I might find one video on this hard drive that I can upload later, but yeah, I'm just going to wait till we can get back on a regular schedule. Probably, like, in a couple of days. We're not getting a hurricane in my area, basically. So it's a matter of digging shit out and unpacking. When both Death Stranding and Final Fantasy VII come out, I don't know. I'll do a poll. See which one people want us to focus on. And I actually did not run any of this by Justice or anybody else associated with this channel, but we might do some weird thing where we hook up two PlayStation 4s and playing both at the same damn time. Sounds like it'd be a mess, but that wouldn't have stopped me. Wouldn't stop me at all. So, we'll see what's going on. Let me know what you guys think. You guys looking forward to it? You guys couldn't give a damn less. Let me know. Comment. Argue. Get into discussion. I'll probably get Justice in here and whenever the next time we film together, and he'll probably have a completely different opinion of mine. God knows everything I say is strictly what I think, and everybody else who's ever been on this channel has their own thoughts. So we'll have to see what everybody thinks, and then see what actually happens, and realize we were all off base.